Hey friends, we're here live here at the Chicago Heights Public Library, and they are doing some great 1099 and cash tip workers individual coaching and counseling sessions, figuring out how people that are the gig economy, 1099, cash tip workers, bartenders, hairstylists, everyone that has that kind of that non-traditional, non-W-2 income, you can buy a home. You can buy an investment property. And that's what we're doing today, is showing everybody how to do it, how to file your taxes differently, et cetera, et cetera. Really, really good stuff from Lona and Victoria of EXIT Strategy Realty. So we're here on site. All right, friends, we're here with Mark Worley from Geneva Financial. He's a branch manager, a mortgage guru, definitely, I would say. And what we're talking about today, again, is your 1099, your cash tip workers, your people that traditionally, they don't fit in that W-2 box for mortgages, but there's great programs out there and a strategy for you to be able to buy property.
Yeah, so there's three main programs that are going to help a lot of people in these situations. So if you do make cash, we do have a 12 and 24 month bank statement program, which is good because all we do is we take your 12 and 24 months bank statements, longer the better, add up all your deposits, divided by that 12 or 24 months, and that replaces what normally would be your W-2 income. So it replaces that aspect of it. Down payment's about 10%, credit score is minimum at a 620 middle score. If you're 1099, there's actually two different routes you can go, and one of them is a unique program a lot of people don't know about. So there's your traditional 1099, and these are non-QM loans. The first 1099 is if you have lower credit score, you can do it off of 1 year returns, and it's whatever that 1099 comes in at after write-offs, that's your income. And the other one, and this is kind of a secret one I've personally used myself, is if you can actually get a Freddie Mac loan 1099 with 1 year of returns if you have a self-employed business you've owned for 5 years. So it's a specialty program that Freddie Mac only has, so you can get a conventional loan, standard 5% down payment, with 1 year of 1099 tax returns instead of the traditional 2 and averaging it out. So those are some of the quick and unique programs. If your score is lower, you're generally going to go to that first 1099, and if you have a high enough score for conventional, you can get a traditional conventional loan with this special Freddie Mac program. So those are some quick and easy ways, if you do make cash, to get yourself a mortgage without the standard income.
Mark, that was amazing. And what's the best way to contact you?
Best way is call me or text me. My number is 773-510-5527. I am local here in Chicago, so we can sit down, talk, meet up. I do go to my closings, so that's the best way to reach out.
Mark, thank you so much again.
Not a problem, you're welcome.
All right, friends, I'm here with Dr. Sonia Henson. She is not only a realtor, but she's a credit repair specialist. She is talking to us today a little bit more about what you need to do in order to get ready to purchase a home and just importance of credit in general.
Hi guys, credit is very important when it comes to home buying. Credit actually determines what your interest rate will be, what your purchasing power will be. So I would say the first thing to do to get your credit together is to go to Experian.com, open up a free account, because we like free 99, right? Open up a free account and then determine what your credit utilization is, and then also determine what your debt to income ratio is. Quickly, your credit utilization is how much credit you're using, and if that percentage is over 30%, that could drastically affect your purchasing power as well as your interest rate. Now, the debt to income ratio, that is important because lenders, they look at the front end ratio and the back end ratio, and for FHA loans, that's important because you want to be within those guidelines. Specifically for the front end ratio, that's how much money, how much per home you can buy solely. That number needs to be between 28% and 30%. The back end ratio is how much home you can buy along with all of your other debt. We don't want that percentage to go over 45%. So credit is very important when it comes to buying a home, securing a property, and establishing legacy. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. My website, it is www.buildinglegacy4u.com. Until next time, make it a great day on purpose.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing with us, Dr. Sonia. All right, friends, so this is actually the two hosts of our events, Victoria and Lana. They did a wonderful job today, but I wanted them to actually talk a little bit more about why you wanted to do this specific topic.
Okay, so we wanted to do, or I brought it to Victoria because I have so many people who are income is just cash and they don't feel that they can buy. And she also thought that maybe like the 1099 was a good idea. And so we came up with this.
Yes, made me realize a lot of my friends and people in my network are entrepreneurs or who, work jobs where they may have a combination of different types of income. So we were like, oh wait, this is a whole market of people who, it may be a little more difficult or not so straightforward, but there is a way where you can still purchase a home.
Yeah, I just didn't want it to go with them not being able to have the same opportunity as everyone else. And sometimes they work part W-2, part 1099. And so we did have a conversation with one of our lenders about non-traditional financing for all different types of situations. So he has kind of made it for the individual. So that's why we are having these events for people to talk one-on-one, to get help with credit, to get help with lending, and if they need questions about lawyer situations.
Amazing. Ladies, thank you so much for doing these events and keep it up. What's the best way to get a hold of each one of you?
Okay, well, you could do me at 85377 Lana Realtor Diva, Lona Realtor Diva.
So text Lana Realtor Diva, all one word, to the number 85377.
Yes.
So the same number, you can use my initials, VMG, and I will get your information and be in touch with you.
So text VMG to the number 85377. You'll get Victoria's digital business card. Ladies, thank you for being superstars at EXIT Strategy Realty and being so engaging in our communities. You all have a great